Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my September 2025 beauty and skincare favorites, and as always I'm going to start off with foundation. So this shouldn't be a surprise because I'm sure it's pretty much been a favorite of almost all of my favorites videos this year ever since I bought it, and this is the Dolce & Gabbana Everlast 24-hour coverage 3D matte non-transfer SPF 20 foundation. My shade is in 14W light medium. See how much I've used it because it's obviously settled down. Well, I've already described it. It's full coverage, it doesn't come off, non-transferable, beautiful naturally matte finish. I absolutely adore this. This is probably my favorite foundation for 2025. Been rotating with concealers this year and I always keep going back to the Tarte Shape Tape. This is one of my holy grails, one of the best concealers on the market and has been ever since it came out. So I'm wearing on my under eye today. My shade is in medium. Full coverage, blends out easily, doesn't crease, doesn't crepe, doesn't make you look aged, doesn't settle within any lines, doesn't create any lines either, as long as you obviously set it with setting powder. Excellent, excellent concealer. The product to share with you guys, you would have seen my review of the brand new NYX Wonder Snatch setting powder. My shade is in Peach Posse. I absolutely adore this. So this is up there with my holy grail, Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder. This is just a more affordable version, but my only negative comment was the fact that it's so small, and it is like $8.99 or something like that, which I think is expensive considering how tiny it is. However, that's not to say I haven't been using it on a literal daily basis or every time I wear makeup, because I don't wear makeup every day. And it keeps my concealer in place, sets my makeup, I can easily tidy up my contour, leaves my skin looking airbrushed, keeps everything locked in place. Absolutely adore this. This is definitely worth looking into if you're in the market for a new setting powder. I'm still loving my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is the mini version. This is what it looks like. I use this to contour my face, and I don't really use it as a bronzer. I prefer to use other types of bronzers that are more warmer because I've got a warm skin tone. This one gives a nice mix between cool and warm, which makes it great for contouring. It blends beautifully on the face. It doesn't go patchy. It gives a really nice airbrush soft finish. That's the reason why this has been as popular as it has been for however long it's been out, and I'm sure this has been out for like a decade or something. Blushes, I am still loving these Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Healthy Glow sticks, but the one that I've been using quite a lot this month is in the shade Rosy Glow, which looks like this. It lasts on the face. It gives a really nice flush but pigmented color. It will work well on all skin tones. I just love it. I think it's a great blush stick, and even though I've got normal to combination skin, I still don't find that it breaks down on the face. Another two new products. I haven't done a review on these. I'm not sure if I can be bothered now because they've been out for a while. These are new from Too Faced. These are their Cloud Crush Whipped Lip and Cheek colors. So the Cloud Crush range is normally a powder blush, but they've obviously expanded it for these cream versions. So this is in the shade Super Candy Clouds. You guys all know that I have got the powder version of this. It is a bright pink, and this is one that will work well on all skin tones. I've got a normal Candy Cloud shade, but that one was quite pale and would work well on more lighter skin tones, which is the reason why they released this shade. This is actually what I'm wearing on my face right now. If you guys can see, it gives a really nice flush of color. I haven't gone in heavily because I don't want to. And then this shade is in Milk and Cookies. Oh my god, this is like the perfect autumnal shade. It actually looks kind of brown, but it's not brown. It's like a mauve color. And what I like about these is that they're very creamy. They don't lift off my foundation when I apply it, and I tend to use a brush. I've been using this random NYX brush that I've got. You can see that, so I can just tap it into my face. It leaves a beautiful flush of color. You can build up the pigment depending on your skin tone or your needs on that day. It doesn't emphasize texture on my face, and I have got textured skin. I have used this on my lips, and actually it's not too bad because sometimes when brands come out with things that can be used on their lips and cheeks, I don't always find that it works well in both areas. However, this gives a really nice soft moussey kind of texture, because that is the kind of texture that you get with this. Look at the product on the actual doe foot applicator. You can see it's got that weird moussey kind of texture. Yes, it does come off on the lips like a normal lipstick though, so at the end of the day you are still left with a nice stain. It feels really nice and comfortable, so I'm happy with both of these. Another lipstick that I bought quite recently, it's not new on the market, is this one here from L'Oreal. These are the lac resistant liquid lipsticks. So these are basically glossy liquid lipsticks, much like the Maybelline Vinyl Inks, much like the Urban Decay Lip Bonds. And this is in the shade Drunk in Rose. I think I have done a shorts video of this. I love this color, you guys. This is like the perfect dirty pink is what my mum would call it, because she's always been a fan of pinks that have got quite deep tones, and this definitely ticks that box. It is such a flattering color. I absolutely love it. Now it has got that same liquid consistency as the other two brands that I mentioned. The only thing with this is that it can be a little bit on the sticky side, but it's still manageable. It's not overly sticky. Lasts all day, looks gorgeous, glossy, doesn't come off onto anything, on my fork, on my mug, or whatever it was. It literally remains up until I remove it at night. So I think I may look into investing in more of these, more so because of the colors. It's not like I don't have loads of liquid lipsticks as it is. I have got another one of these, but the color is a bit dud, so that's the reason why you're seeing this one in this video. But these are great quality. Look into them if you ever get the chance. Obviously this can't be a favorites of Charlena's without mentioning the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks. So this is the one that I've been using the most in September. I actually wore this on the day of my birthday. This is in the shade Rouge. So again, I've obviously mentioned to you guys, it's a long wearing glossy liquid lipstick. It doesn't come off, it's affordable, it's not too sticky, it remains on the lips. You don't need to touch it up, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, it doesn't flake, it doesn't crack, it doesn't make your lips look aged. These are just excellent quality, which is why I've got so many of them and continue to repurchase them. And this color in particular is the most gorgeous pinky coral shade, which will work well on all skin tones. So for those of you that like a little bit of orange and like a little bit of pink, I want to mix it a little bit together, try this one out. Talking of lipsticks, because I always forget to write it in my info bar, because you guys, even though I may film a video, I don't necessarily post it there and then. I may post it a month later and completely forget the lipstick I'm wearing. I'm just going to start showing it to you in the videos instead. So this is actually a limited edition Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Legend. You can't buy it, sorry. So that's what I'm wearing on my lips in this video. So these next three products are new, again from NYX Cosmetics. I'm quite obsessed with NYX and Maybelline in 2025. So first off are these Duck Plump Plumping lip liners. Now I'm not sure why they're called Duck Plumping. They're just normal liners to me. I've got them in the shade Touch Up Taupe, and then this shade is in Filamin. So Touch Up Taupe is basically a beautiful taupe color. And I'm going to show you what is a little bit different about these. So you wind them up, so you can see it's got a very slanted tip to it. And the beauty of this is that what you do is when you start to line your lips, it starts to line it slightly underneath as well. So you can very much control how you apply it. Full coverage, creamy, excellent, excellent lip liners. I'm very, very happy with these. I like the fact that you can just wind it up easily and wind it back down. No sharpening necessary. I like this color because it works well with nude lipsticks, because it can be very difficult sometimes when you are a brown girl or you've got darker lips to get a nude that actually bothers to show up properly, or if you're trying to make a lighter lipstick a little bit darker, this is a great color to use. Then this shade here, the reason I bought it, this one is more of a berry color. The reason I actually bought it was so that it would match one of the lipsticks, which I'll share with you guys in a minute. I've actually done a shorts video of that, so have a look on my shorts and you'll see me using this one along with this lipstick right here, or this is a lip gloss. So this is the NYX Lip Ivy Hydrating Gloss Serum. So these are gloss stains, and this is obviously a berry color. This is in the shade called Berry Thirsty. You can see the color of it there. But again, feel free to watch my shorts video where you can see me applying both, so you can see exactly what it looks like, because in that video I'm showing me wearing it, removing some of it with a tissue so you can see the stain underneath. So what I like about these is that it gives a great color. It doesn't really tend to bleed much, which is surprising because lip glosses always bleed on me. However, knowing that, I do blot it off to begin with, and throughout the day the lip gloss starts to come off and it leaves a very strong stain underneath. I hate those lipsticks or lip glosses or stains that stain your lips barely, Huda Beauty ones. I like ones like this that no matter the color, it leaves a gorgeous stain. The one thing I did notice about this, it gave that plumping tingling effect, which lasted over an hour, and I really did not like that. Number one, I don't need to plump my lips. Number two, it doesn't give me that option or tell me that it's one of those lip plumping tingling things, which I would have liked to know in advance, so I'm letting you guys know. And I'll be honest with you, as somebody who's already got full lips, like I said, I don't need it, but then at the same time, I didn't notice any difference to my lips. They didn't get bigger, they didn't look larger, they didn't look more plump. It was just more irritating more than anything else. I know it's been a while since I've shown an eyeshadow palette, more so because I realized, have I even bought any new eyeshadow palettes in 2025? I don't think I have. In all honesty, I've got so many. Do I need to keep buying more? I mean, how many new colors can you come out with? Really, you can't. So this is, I think, the last released eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty. This is the Icy Nude eyeshadow palette. So I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. You can see this is what it looks like. So it's very much a cool toned palette with a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers. I've used this throughout September for various different looks. For example, I'm obviously wearing baby pink today, and this shade right here called Aurora shows up like in this rosy pink shade you can see on my lids. And then I've been using the golds, the silvers. So even though it is a cool tone palette, I still feel that it works well with more warmer toned kind of looks. So I'm very happy with this still. The Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Highlighter Gelée, whatever it's called, in the shade Heatwave, has been infamous for at least, what, 10 years or so. It's an excellent highlighter, and I've been re-loving this again. It barely finishes. I feel like it's about to hit pan, but it hasn't yet. It's what I'm wearing to highlight my cheekbones today. This is a universal shade that can be used on all skin tones. High shine, metallic shine, like you can see. Doesn't emphasize texture on my face. Gorgeous color, love this. Next is the Face Glue Gripping Primer. Well, this has been my love of my life, especially when I was in the south of Spain at the end of August. I still haven't put up my vlog video, I'm so sorry you guys. This saved my life, kept my makeup in place. My foundation from breaking down on my face, 35-degree heat, like with the sun right in my face. This is one of the reasons why I did not move. It keeps everything locked in, it keeps everything glued to the face, and that's exactly what you want, especially if you are using products that tend to slip around on your face. These two setting sprays have been my ride or dies over the past month, and they continue to be in October. Today is 1st of October as I'm filming this, by the way, Halloween season. This is the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Matte Blur. So it's meant to mattify your face, smooth your face, set all your makeup in place up to 16 hours, and I think that it makes your face feel like it's velvet. I'm actually wearing it on my face right now, and if I just touch my face, it just feels so nice. It feels so good. I love this. This is a great setting spray. And then of course we've got the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Spray. This is what I took with me to the south of Spain. If it managed to hold up under 35-degree heat, stop my makeup breaking down. I used this on my best friend when we were out there, and as a result of that, she came back to the UK and bought one for herself. That just goes to show how good this is. Because it contains rice starch, it actually dries out any oils on your face and keeps everything looking shine free and matte. This is an excellent setting spray. Now we're going to move on to skincare. I'm not going to go into that much detail about everything because it ends up becoming too long, especially if I am showing you things that I showed you in last month's video. When it comes to skincare, I don't tend to switch it up that often because it takes 3 to 4 months for certain types of products to actually start to work on your skin. It's not the same as a lipstick. You apply it, that's the color. End of the day, you know how good it is or how bad it is. But when it comes to skincare, it does take time. So I am showing you some things that I've been continuously loving and why I still do love them. This is the Dear Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Mask Cleanser. This is a 2-in-1 mask and cleanser, but as I've mentioned, I've never bothered to use it as a mask. I just use it as a cleanser. Contains vitamin C. It's quite a thick foaming cleanser, and I like that. It's that whole sensorial feel of using a cleanser. I know there are cleansers out there that don't really foam up, but they still do a good job. But I don't know if you guys are anything like me. I like to feel that foam. I need to see it. I need to smell it. I need that whole sensory vibe. And this one definitely gives me that. I like the fact that it's got quite a rich foam to it. My face feels lovely, soft and clean after using it, and it doesn't strip the skin either. This one here has been a favorite of mine for a while now, and I repurchased it a couple of months ago and I restarted using it. This is the 9 Wishes Rice Foaming Cleanser. So it contains microground rice powder. So it is exfoliating, but I wouldn't really call it exfoliating like an actual scrub. It just gives you that slight gritty feel, and it removes little bits of skin on your face, but nothing too hardcore. And it is a foaming cleanser, again very similar to the Dear Klairs one. Cleanses the skin, it makes it feel nice and soft, and it doesn't make my skin feel stripped and dry. So I'm very happy with this still. All right, so let's go into toners. I've got a few to share with you today. This is the Perito Wonder Relief Centella Toner Unscented. I think I shared this with you guys earlier on in the year when I got it, because it's about half finished. So it's got a kind of thick-ish sort of texture, which is almost like an essence. But what I like about this is that it's basic, right? It contains Centella Asiatica extract, which is known for soothing and calming the skin. And sometimes, especially if you're using other acids, you want to keep your toner quite mild. And because I do use a lot of vitamin C, or I have been over the past 2 to 3 months, I also sometimes want something which is quite soft and calming on my face. So this is supposed to calm the skin, sort out irritation. This is a great everyday toner. I'm very happy with this. And another one that I've also been using in the day, and it's also nearly finished. This is the Dear Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented Toner. So this one has got slight moisturizing properties to it, but not enough that it actually feels like you've got a moisturizer. It does sink into the skin very quickly, which is why I tend to use it in my morning skincare routine. So it's meant to really nourish the skin, very much hydrate the skin, and then prep it so that you can apply products on top afterwards. This one I remember sharing with you guys last month because this is a relatively new product in terms of its release. This is the Dear Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Essence Toner. This basically contains vitamin C. It is not one that you should use on your eyes. I'd say I've used about a quarter of it. I've showed the texture to you guys before so you can see why it is a toner stroke essence. I don't actually tend to pat it on my face. I just use a normal cotton pad and it's perfectly fine. It's supposed to smooth uneven texture, improve overall skin tone, and obviously help with hyperpigmentation and things like that. So I'm very happy with this. What I'm trying to do is any sun damage that I've got on my face from when I went on holiday, any remaining scars from mosquito bites, I had a spot there and a scar there, they're almost gone now, and that's from using vitamin C. Okay, so this is something new as in I started using it in September, but I bought it a while ago. Again, Dear Klairs, sorry guys. This is the Freshly Juiced Vitamin Skin Prep Pad. So this is a 10-in-1 skin prep care, and it is basically to go alongside this because Dear Klairs not that long ago released a load of extra things for the Freshly Juiced Vitamin range because of how popular their serum was. So this is basically toner pads, and I can't go like that because there's so much essence in here it will tip out. What I love about this is the little applicator. So you get a little applicator and it's got like these sticky Velcro things on it. So all you do is, there we go. So it's very sanitary, and that's how you use them. You can rip them into little pieces because they come serrated, or you can use the entire thing. I tend to rip them because, well, otherwise I'm going to get through this quite quickly. So this is obviously full of vitamin C. This is to help with brightening your skin, help with scars, dark marks, spots, hyperpigmentation. It contains 10 types of multivitamins, glutathione, niacinamide, again for pore care. So I am very much going in with dealing with any kind of sun damage that I may have picked up over the holidays and over the summer because it was very hot in the UK. It was 35 to 40 degrees at some point. So I want to make sure that my skin is lovely and prepped, ready for the winter. I'm very happy with this so far. I've got 2 serums to share with you guys. This one, as you can see, is nearly finished. This is from the brand called Boon Editor. I bought quite a few things from this range from Olive Young a couple of months ago, and you can see that I have obviously been loving it. So it is one of those biphase ones. So there we go, it's all mixed together, looks milky. So this is the Deep Collagen Power Boosting Cream in Serum. So it is a cream based kind of serum, and it is full of collagen as well as niacinamide, adenosine. I love this, you guys, but I can only use it at night because it is quite milky and quite creamy and leaves a slight film on the skin. However, when I wake up in the morning, skin is fresh and plump, and obviously what wrinkles. Next up is another one that I shared with you guys recently because Dear Klairs were bringing out all kinds of new products this year. This is the EGF Blue AC Calming Serum. You can see how much of it I've already used, up to that much, because I use it every single day in the morning as part of my morning skincare routine. It's very lightweight, very nourishing, sinks into the skin beautifully. As somebody who's got quite sensitive skin, prone to redness, eczema, bites, all those kind of things. Yeah, I killed a mosquito the other night. This one works well at very much calming down the skin. It contains EGF, guanidine and hyaluronic acid, so you obviously get the moisturizing and nourishing benefits of the hyaluronic acid, and the guanidine is what helps dealing with any kind of irritation. That is the same ingredient which is used in the Dear Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream, which is why I was happy to buy this. Moisturizer I've been using, I'm still using my Perito Otin Calming Gel, but this one is one that again I started reusing. This is the Perito Sol Hydro Wave Deep Sea Cream. This is a water-based moisturizer. I don't like moisturizers in the daytime that are quite heavy and quite rich. I prefer to use those at night. I like water creams because they require minimal blending into the skin. They refresh the skin. They just feel really nice. At the same time, they moisturize very well as well. So this one is very lightweight, very weightless, hydrates the skin beautifully, and I have been very happy with this. I feel like it's actually nearly finished because I did get this earlier on in the year. The next 2 moisturizers I've been using at night. This is the Are You unique beta-glucan 3 times barrier cream. It is for extreme moisturization and it's supposed to help strengthen your skin's barrier. So I do have the serum version of this, which I am still using, but I do love beta-glucan. It is more hydrating and more moisturizing than hyaluronic acid. So at night time I slather my face in it and I wake up and oh my god, my skin's lovely. Another moisturizer from Dear Claire's. This is not sponsored by Dear Claire's, it's just I do love the brand. This is the freshly juiced vitamin E mask. Now it's called a mask, but it's a moisturizer, and I use it as a moisturizer and I use it at night. It contains vitamin E, niacinamide, adenosine, and it is for moisturizing the skin, obviously, for boosting radiance. And the reason why I use this, and for those of you that are unaware, if you use vitamin C and then use vitamin E, it actually boosts the efficacy of the vitamin C. It means your hyperpigmentation will go quicker, your scarring will heal faster, so those complement each other very well. It's got a weird kind of jelly kind of texture. Comes with a little scoop because you can't actually remove it. It's not like a normal moisturizer, and it's one of those ones where once you scoop and it leaves a little hole in the middle, after a couple of minutes it kind of just sinks back in together, so it looks completely smooth. I really like this. This isn't as moisturizing as the beta-glucan one, but I don't need it to be. I just need it to do its job in terms of moisturizing my face and working throughout the night, so that the vitamin C that I've also been using throughout the week starts to get to work on my face. 2 sunscreens which I've been sharing with you guys over the past few months and I'm still loving. First one is the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus, and I like the fact that this is non-greasy and it leaves a very nice velvety finish on the face. Obviously there is no white cast either. And then this is one of my more recent ones which I purchased last month or the month before. This is from Round Lab. This is the Birch Juice Moisturizing Sunscreen. This very much applies to the skin like a moisturizer. Yes, it is SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus as well, and I love that it glides over the face very quickly. There's minimal need to rub it in much, no white cast, and it sits under my makeup very nicely. It's what I'm wearing underneath my makeup today, so I'm still very happy with this. So that's it for my favorites for the month of September. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon.